What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another Ducks and Download Vintage Collection figure review. In this review, we're going to be going over the classic, the amazing, and the original Admiral Piett from Return of the Jedi TVC collection for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi films. Now, let's just simply start with this card back. This card back is absolutely wizard, guys. I love how all of the colors on this thing really coalesce together really well. I mean, all the way from the top, we of course have the 4 Plus and warning logo, but the gray matches the silver striking here. That's almost every figure. The Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary has this lovely black, silver, and red already on it, and that I believe really matches the Return of the Jedi red here, the pill behind him, but even more than that, let's look at how it matches the card back right here though, guys. The blues and grays for the planet, the Death Star, and the terminal space right here, but then the little bit of red from the pill that pops right here on this little piece of accent piece, and not to mention the way that the blue kind of goes with the space and all of it around it. An absolutely amazing card back where all of the colors really work well together, I think. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back. This, of course, is VC 270, Admiral Piett, Hunter, Cassian Andor, Clone Trooper Phase 2, Cassian Andor not in Aldani armor, Val Sartha, Cal Kestis, and Star Killer. You already know I got my Star Killer figure. Out of these ones, I'm definitely still on the hunt for Trooper and maybe a Cal. We'll see, though. Now, get a good close-up here on that card back for you all. I got this from GameStop. I was able to use a $5 off reward, and to my surprise, because GameStop is horrific at this, it is actually a very straight, undamaged card back. That's almost impossible with GameStop, the way they pack their boxes. But it is in pristine shape and absolutely amazing. So now, onto the figure itself. Of course, as always, guys, I do not open my vintage collection figures if I ever somehow come across that much expendable income to where I can just start throwing money at Hasbro. You know I will. First off, let's take a good look at the actual sculpt here. So I'll bring this a little closer. Now, I won't say he looks identical. I'm not going to say it's bad or good, but he definitely looks more gaunt. This looks like Admiral Piett after like a really bad case of food poisoning. But it's not horrific. I've seen far worse. Looking at you, Galen Merrick, but I love you. We, of course, have the badge there for rank. We can see here he has his small little silver code pin sticking out there. Blaster here. Nice Imperial Officer blaster. We got the boots. The nice poofed out pants. I'm so happy they started putting this even in the TVC because it really gives it that nice militaristic vibe instead of just being a dude wearing a tunic. Imperial belt, very standard. All of really from the neck down is a very common thing in the Empire, because of course they're not going to go too super crazy, because individuality is not how the Empire exists. The hat, I believe, is removable. Some people complained about it looking a little too large, but I honestly really don't think it looks all that large on his head. Yeah, a little crooked in the box, but that's bound to happen. That's nothing crazy. I mean, when you look over here, yes, it is a very tight-fitting cap, but it still goes over the top. You can see a little bit of the shadow here on the bill. So I really don't think it's too crazy overside. Maybe just a little wider, simply because, of course, it's got to be wide enough to go over his hair and his head. A lot of these figures are bald underneath, but not this one. As you can actually see the little bit of... Let's see if I can get a good view of it there. You can kind of see the sideburns there by the ear. Admiral Piett definitely has a luscious, locky, full head of hair. A really great figure, really minimalistic, but that's all you need with an Imperial officer like this. That's one of the best things I think about Imperial officers and, like, you know, Ewoks, things like that. You don't have to put a bunch of Greeblies in here and a bunch of accessories. It's nice. Every collector loves a good amount of accessories. I will happily admit to that. Could he have come with a communications thing? Sure. Could he have come with some type of a data pad? Sure. Does it really do any extra for his character? Not whatsoever. And there's no way they're going to put a tiny little Death Star in there. Maybe one of these days, though, one of the next diorama sets we're going to get could be a nice viewport from Vader's Star Destroyer looking upon the Death Star. So many amazing things could be in the possibility for the future of the vintage collection, as Hasbro, I think, is really starting to relearn just how much we're willing to spend if they're willing to give us the things we want. Absolutely great figure. The card back is the best part about this figure to me, I'm not gonna lie. I like Admiral Piett. I like having a really nice official original series officer, but I didn't need. This was not a character that I was like, oh, if I don't get this, I'm gonna keel over tomorrow. Happy to have it, but I look forward to having hopefully even more. It'd be amazing to have the line of succession from Piett up, so we can just have Darth Vader reinvigorate all of his force choking methods. Well, guys, thank you all so much for joining. If you all have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as I have plenty of more vintage collection stuff coming out, and I will constantly be picking up new ones as they drop. Have an amazing rest of your day, everybody, and as always, may the Force serve you